Hey guys, David here. Welcome to Digital Outlook, where you're going to find the best community in all of crypto. In today's video, manipulation, liquidation, and restoration. So guys, without further ado, why don't we get to it? So guys, if you have not experienced it before, you just lived through a major manipulation and liquidation event in this entire digital asset space. Now guys, this has been something that Judy and I have experienced in the last 4 years that we've been a part of this space on multiple occasions. And usually it has to do when you're seeing big time leverage longs or big time leverage shorts. And guys, did we ever see some massive leverage in this space? And talk about liquidations, it was off the charts. Now just take a look at this article right over here. Global cryptocurrency market cap, gets this, plunges over 6%, and get this, over $600 million liquidated in 1 hour. That is absolutely massive. In the past 1 hour, the global cryptocurrency market cap, now at the time of the writing of this article, has experienced a significant decline, falling by over 6% down to $1.63 trillion. This meltdown dragged major exchanges such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and Cardano, all of which have dropped by over 6% in just an hour. Bitcoin's prices have also plummeted by 7%, and it dropped down as low as 41,000, wiping out earlier gains. Now, guys, how does this even possibly happen? All of these assets all at one time, boom, drop. Well, the deal is this, guys, a lot of the exchanges in this space, they are not regulated exchanges. And what they allow for is leverage trading. Now, for those who don't know what leverage trading is, basically it's trading with a multiplier on it, and you're basically gambling so that if your, actual projection comes through, so you're longing it to see whether or not, the price is going to go up. And if it does, and you got a multiplier on there, 3x, 5x, 10x, heck, some of these exchanges even allow up to 100x, then that's what you receive. You get 100, or however many times you've leveraged it, times, that multiplier times what your average gain would be. So if it would have normally been so much, well, you're going to get 5 times that on a 5x, and thus and thus. Well, guys, that's what a lot of these exchanges will entice people into doing. Now, the deal is this. Do you not think that these exchanges literally see the order books, the buys and the sells and the leverage longs and all the stop losses and that? Well, of course they do. And so what ends up happening in a situation like this? Well, guys, when they see that their exposure is that high, then a lot of times what happens, we see major liquidation events. It has happened time and time again, serious big time flash crashes, and boom, the whole thing comes collapsing down. Now, the deal is this, guys, when people go out and do that, what happens is when those leverage longs don't turn out the way that they thought, they get liquidated. That means that their entire portfolio that they had sitting there on that exchange to back that leverage trade, poof, are all gone. Now, some people literally spent months, if not years, putting a lot of these, building up these bags in their portfolios on these exchanges. And there they went out and risked it, and they had totally lost it. Now, Judy and I we do not do short trading. We do not do leverage trading. In fact, we're not even traders. We're buyers and holders. So that makes us hodlers. Now, I'll tell you what, guys, in this space, the amount of manipulation is insane, because literally there is no way out of absolutely nowhere. Now, I'm going to show you an article that challenges the the narrative that's out there right now is that because a article came out saying that, oh well, maybe the SEC is not going to back a Bitcoin ETF, that literally caused the entire market to collapse to the way that it had. Absolute baloney. I do not believe that. I believe they'll use that for their cover, but I do not believe, in my personal opinion, that is the absolute facts, Jack. Now listen to down here. The crypto market has witnessed over 600 million in liquidations in today alone. In just an hour, long positions worth over 561 million were liquidated. Crypto traders seem aware as 167,000 traders have been closed down. The biggest liquidation order on Huobi's BTC USDT pair was worth over $14.26 million. Now that is absolutely massive. Now today, Matrixport made a bold prediction which has shocked the whole crypto industry as it affected Bitcoin and other exchanges too, which, guys, I do not buy, not for 1 second. That's my personal opinion. The company has anticipated that the SEC will reject all Bitcoin ETFs in January, which could potentially trigger a sharp decline in Bitcoin's value from 42,000 to 36,000. Now that is just their supposition, and you're telling me that this entire market that has taken all this time to build up to these retracement levels is so fragile that this company out here puts out one of their articles predicting something that nobody knows for a fact is going to go down with absolutely, no sources to confirm it, that in and of itself is going to cause the whole thing to come tumbling down. That just like a house of cards, you just kind of blow on it and away it goes. Not on your life. I do not buy that for 1 second, and that's why, guys, it's my personal belief that we are literally seeing a lot of manipulation, and there's a whole lot of other folks out there that have actually voiced the same concerns, and I'm going to show you an article right next after this. Now it says here, Bitcoin started the year with a bang, breaking past 45,000 as everyone buzzed about a potential spot ETF. Lately though, things got rough with some bad news driving the market down, but the ETF craze among investors is the same. Absolute insanity. Now, guys, just take a look at this article right over here. Why is the Bitcoin price down today with every other asset? And that's another thing, guys. Of course, all the fuzzers, they'll come out and say, oh my goodness, look at XRP. It just dropped 15%. So did everything else in this space by the double digits. It was truly a bloodbath. Well, of course, that was all about this whole thing. And every asset with all the fundamentals there all drop at the same time just because of one piece of news. Not on your life. At least that's not my opinion. Now listen to this right here. On its 15th anniversary, get this, Bitcoin experienced a significant 8% crash, contributing to a nearly 9% downturn in the cryptocurrency market. This drop coincided with speculations about the potential rejection of a spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. Despite the timing, analysts have dismissed the crash as unrelated to fears of ETF rejection. Absolutely, it is not related to that. Now let's see what they have to say down here. Approximately, get this, $500 million in crypto long positions were liquidated during this market turmoil. However, leading crypto analysts, including Scott Melker and Joe Caroselli, challenged the narrative that it was a panic-induced sell-off triggered by a report from Matrixport. Now, guys, ask yourself this. How many retail investors do you think read that report and just decided, oh my goodness, I better sell everything I got, even though I'm leveraged longing it? Come on, guys. That is just absolute nonsense. This kind of money, you're talking institutions, $500 million. Do you think retail was selling off like that? Not in your life. Instead, they suggested it was a typical market correction and an opportunity for a long squeeze, emphasizing that markets do not move in straight lines. Well, I agree with that. Markets don't move in straight lines. We know that. And by the way, what they're calling a crash, guys, really, in all honesty, in this space is more like a dip. I was there for that last big crash when we literally entered into the crypto winter of this bear market. And when it did crash, you're talking 30-40%. Boom, candles, and literally in just a few days, bang, down she went and hard. And look at how we have bounced back. Now that's something I want to talk about in a little bit here. Now, Matricorp's report released on the occasion of Bitcoin's anniversary, speculated that the SEC would reject the spot ETF. Absolute speculation. This entire space is all about speculation and risk. It suggested that such a rejection could undermine Bitcoin's legitimacy as an alternative store of value. However, the report was criticized for lacking substantial evidence to support its claim. No sources whatsoever. And you mean to tell me that sent the jitters right through the entire market? I just don't believe that. The SEC's official decision window on the ETF matter is from January 5th, by the way, to January 10th, creating a sense of anticipation within the cryptocurrency community. Despite the uncertainty, Matricorp's analysis forecasts only a modest decline in Bitcoin's prices in the case of an ETF rejection. The report estimates a potential drop of about 20%, possibly bringing Bitcoin's value to the 36,000 to 38,000 range. As the market navigates through these fluctuations and speculative reports, it becomes crucial to distinguish between factual developments and mere conjecture. The coming days are expected to provide clarity as the SEC announces its decision on the spot Bitcoin ETFs. Now, the thing is this, guys, remember when we had that whole phony report of BlackRock putting out a spot ETF based on XRP, and we saw the market react, and XRP went up, for a number of cents or whatever it was back then. And of course, that turned out to be fraudulent. It just kind of settled back down to where it had started in the first place. And of course, that was going to get investigated. And boy, some people were going to be raked over the coals. Well, who's been charged over that false narrative? I don't know of anybody that has come out and been held responsible for that false narrative. Guys, the deal is this, as far as I'm concerned, a lot of these articles, and by the way, this article came out after the crash, and so you have to ask yourself, what's really going on here? Are they just using this for cover? Because guys, you can't imagine that there's that much fragility that it would literally drop it like boom. I mean, that is a scammy wick if there ever was one. Everything's tinkering along fine, and of course there's been conjecture about whether the Bitcoin ETF would be approved or if it wouldn't be approved. And so now you get it, one company comes out there, they deliver an article, and in the article they say, yeah, well, we don't think it's going to be approved. That's our speculative guess. And if it does drop, we think it'll settle around these prices. Well, this space is filled with price predictions, both up and down. Have you ever seen the market tumble like that based on that kind of not on your life. And I've been in it for a long time, guys. Whenever I've seen major flash crashes like that, it's due to the fact that these exchanges have been exposed to some serious leverage out there. They see it, and that's where I believe we're witnessing a manipulated market. That is at least my opinion. Now, hey, if you got any information out there you think you know, and you've got it more than I know, and maybe you do, then drop that in the comments and let me know why you don't think any kind of manipulation was involved, that it's just by happenstance, just so happened to be on the anniversary of Bitcoin, just so happened to coincide with this, and that the whole market, every single solitary asset at one time collapsed altogether. Now, hey, if you've got an explanation for that beyond what my little theory is here, then you let me know. I would really love to hear that. Now, guys, I want to show you something because, of course, the title of this video is Manipulation, Liquidation, and Restoration. Well, what has happened? Well, in all of these assets, some of them have literally erased all those gains and actually posted new all-time highs right after it happened. And even with XRP, I mean, we dropped down with XRP down to like, what, the 50-cent range? And poof, here we are now, what, 58, 59 cents, almost right back up to the 60-cent range, just like that. Now that speaks volumes as well, guys, because if there's enough interest to buy it up like that, then where'd all the fear go? The story hasn't changed. That story and the narrative to it hasn't changed. Well, guys, neither have the fundamentals. What I want to show you is in this article right over here. XRP Army bank on massive bull run as analysts foresees Ripple emerging as a market leader amid IPO rumors. And this just came out today, January 3rd, 2024. And listen to this. Linda P. Jones, a renowned wealth mentor and pro-Ripple investor, has expressed her optimistic outlook on Ripple, the firm behind the XRP cryptocurrency. In a recent interview hosted by Link2, a leading private equity platform, Jones emphasized the importance of identifying future market leaders and identifying the blockchain company as a standout contender among the best. Anytime I look at investing in stocks, I want to know who's going to have the number one or number two company in the space. Ripple is the most exciting investment opportunity and largest investment opportunity that you can usually think of, said Jones. The pundit highlighted Ripple's focus on cross-border payments and involvement in helping governments form central bank digital currencies, the evolution of money, as key factors contributing to its potential market leadership. She further emphasized the pivotal importance of Ripple's robust management team, highlighting how the team plays a critical role in the company's overall success. I think looking at who's the market leader, looking at the quality of management that Ripple has, of course, Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson, and David Schwartz. I mean, just an all-star team right there. And it just continues with their board of directors. I mean, you just can't get it any better than that. And take a look. Guys, pull a 50, a 100, or a 20 out of your wallet, and you look down there and see who signed it. My guess is it's going to be Rosie Rios, the Treasury Secretary for the United States. Do you realize when she left that position, she actually went and became a board member for Ripple? You guessed it, right there. Former Secretary of the Treasury on the board of Ripple. Jones also praised Ripple's utility in providing savings to companies, both in time and money through the XRP ledger. She noted the advanced technology and innovation that Ripple brings to the table, describing it as disruptive to traditional banking and financial services. Notably, the XRP ledger concluded 2023 with a remarkable surge, recording all-time high of 6.8 million daily transactions on December 30th. This substantial increase from the previous record in November of 2021 emphasizes the XRP ledger's growing significance in facilitating a burgeoning ecosystem of transactions. Furthermore, Jones highlighted the broader trend in the industry, stating, "We are moving from having digitized communications back in the 90s to digitizing commerce and currency." She emphasized that this shift represents a colossal opportunity for wealth creation, surpassing the impact of the internet. In a tweet today, she affirmed her assertions, writing on X, "We are still in the first inning. Digitizing commerce is as much bigger an opportunity than digitizing communications the internet was." And guys, I believe that this distributed ledger technology space has the potential to swallow the internet whole. And social media, I'm telling you, if you haven't seen it, go watch that movie Ready Player One. I'm talking about the metaverse and the social media literally on steroids. It is going to be phenomenal. It shall be recalled that in November, Jones hinted at a public IPO for Ripple. While Ripple has not officially declared its intention to go public, Jones expressed a belief that investor pressure may lead the company in that direction by mid-May of 2024. Do you guys realize Ripple is already a massive $15 billion unicorn? Now that is any company that can have a valuation of over $1 billion that is not traded on any exchange. Well, that's what a unicorn is. Guys, it's practically magical. It's amazing what we've seen transpire, and especially with all the scrutiny that Ripple has been under. But what we're seeing in this ecosystem, guys, it has done nothing but literally confirm my confidence in it. And I'd recommend you go out there and really research research it and ask the critical questions. Get yourself to the place where you feel confident in whatever decision you're going to make. Because guys, I'll tell you what, I think right now we are moving into some big time deals. And I believe that the very near future, we're going to see something that most of us can't even imagine. So guys, with the drops and the pops in this space, that's one of the primary reasons that you want to have your strategic plan in place. And what our coaching program offers, that is where you and I can meet personally one-on-one for 1 hour over Zoom. And during that time, I share with you our personal journey in that last bull run and what enabled Judy and I to experience some amazing financial success. I share with you the mistakes we made so that you don't have to fall into the same pitfalls we did. We take a look at your portfolio and make sure that it's balanced towards your goals, and we work together to develop your exit strategy. We can even get your assets off an exchange and onto a hardware wallet, along with delivering to you some amazing techniques that are really going to help you in this space. Now, the cost of that is $250, and if that's something that interests you, you write me right there at coaching@thedigitaloutlook.com, and we'll get you all booked in. So guys, this is the video I have for you today, and as always, I truly hope that you enjoyed it. Now, many of you know I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice, but if you found value in it, if you'd hit that like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Hey, don't forget to put your comments right down there in the comment section and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of our regularly released videos. So, in the meantime, and in between time, stay safe, be blessed, and I'll catch you in the next one.